in the industry that we stand here today still complaining since 1961. I'm wearing these shirts of Artists United because all the misfortunes and mishaps of the industry, artists in music, we've been always blamed of not being united. And this was started by Eugene some 15 years ago when he was called on to work in the office of the president. It was President Jacob Zuma at the time to unite the industry. That struggle started all the way then. We are continuing, we're taking the baton and we're moving with it. Because if we're not united, there's nothing we can do. We've got a lot of organizations representing musicians in the country. And they've taken us very far. But now it's time to conclude what was started by the Eugenes of this world and Samro since 1961. As Artists United, we felt it that all the WhatsApp groups must come together. As long as you're talking about music, let's come together and unite. All the organizations. Some of you will know SIPSA, some of you will know SAMIC. SAMIC and SIPSA are part and parcel. And how coincidental that Eugene Mtetwa, that is here, happened to be president of both. He was there, he started those, and is still here. It just shows. Many people will say we are aligning ourselves with the EFF. No, EFF aligned itself with us. Music is not for EFF. Music is not for MK. Everybody listens to music. We are sitting here today. We are quiet. You can even feel the needle dropping because of this no music. But if I put Imahasman now, which I believe is the best Kwaito song of all time, there's no song that will be produced by Eugene himself that will beat Mahasman, and I challenge him. He'll never do that. It is the best song of all time. I challenge Ray Phiri about Whispers in the Deep. He died without doing another song. Eugene is still alive. I'm telling you, if Eugene is alive, I'm challenging Eugene to produce something better than Mahasman, and then we'll talk. So, Artists United, we then said, let's unite. All the artists, all the organizations are part and parcel. It's not just a movement. It's a combination. That is why we don't have a president, we don't have a chairman in Artists United, we don't have a spokesperson, because of we are all equal. All we need is just funding so that we can be able to do things better. But we are all equal. All organizations are here, we come together as united. I was told to talk about governance in Samro. Guys, Samro is a crime scene. And I'm appealing to you, members of the media. Fortunately, I'm seeing familiar faces from Sunday World, from SABC, and also from Power FM. We've got friends in all those institutions. Now, when I say Samro is a crime scene, there is one mafia at Samro. It's a mafia, and it's there as we speak. It's the only one remaining. Her name is Annabelle Ndlovu. Samro has got a mafia that has been surviving somehow. When everybody has resigned, she is still there. Why I'm saying this lady is a mafia, and believe you me, don't stop. I don't want you to start writing about GBV. I'm not talking women. I'm talking an individual. Now, why I'm saying Annabelle Ndlovu is a mafia, because the speakers were standing here talking about the COO that was suspended, Mpho Fikwe. Mpho Fikwe is suspended because she opened a case in 2023 and nothing happened. This year, 2025, she stood up on the 10th of July to say, now enough is enough, against the management, being aware of insubordination and subordination that she can face, but she stood up anyway. She was suspended. Now, the mafia operates in this manner. We will share this with the members of the media. Mpho Fikwe writes to the HR of Samro Miss Grace Kambane and Miss Annabelle Libete. It was on the 16th of May 2025. She writes about the grievances that are happening in Samro. It's a whole lot of them, and the members have spoken to them, especially the MP I had speaking to those. Now, that was 16 May. On the 4th of August, she was suspended. That was June, July, 4th of August, she was suspended. The reasons were not mentioned, and the reasons are simple. It's because of the grievances that she wrote here, which we're going to share. She says a lot of things. And let me tell you one of the things she says. In the grievance report that she puts, on number 3, she's talking about improper use of members' funds for personal/private board events. Now, the member of parliament here was talking about the 60 rand that he's receiving. I mean, this is the member of Trumpies, and which is still playing today, among other songs that he created, and among all of other musicians who have created songs. You get 60 rand. But you've got the members of the board supporting the book launch that has got nothing to do with music. And Mpho stood boldly and wrote about it. She said, on 2nd December 2024, Samro financially supported the launch of Dr. Sibongile Vilakazi's book. The title of the book is Put Her in Her Own Place. Now, put her in her own place has got nothing to do with music. And if it was something to do with music, maybe Eugene will tell me he's one of the renowned producers. It's got nothing to do with music. If this was Mahasman or anything or Soldier, I would understand. That book was supported using our funds. Our funds. And he gets 60 rand. Now, to launch that book, it cost us close to 25,000 rand. Despite it being a private event, which had no relevance to the business of Samro, besides booking entertainment for the event, this misuse of member funds is highly inappropriate. Dr. Vilakazi also serves as the chairperson of the Social Ethics and Governance Committee. And this is the mambo jumbo that we're facing in Samro, where the people responsible for ethics and governance are the ones being sponsored or something, nothing to do with the corrupt. So, I don't think you medias of the media have really stood back and think about the seriousness of the crime scene we're facing just across borders. We can walk there to some. We cannot have it as business as usual when the thief is still sitting there. Now, I'm not talking somebody that is gone. Now, subsequent to that, Dr. Vilakazi resigned. Is no longer at Samro. But she was given money by Annabelle, who is still sitting there. Mpho, after writing this, what I'm writing here is a report by Mpho, which is the CEO. She is not at Samro, she's suspended, she's at home. The person that suspended her for writing this is sitting there. The person that funded this book, of which people have resigned, is still sitting there. How can that be as business as usual? Because of Samro is a crime scene, she is not supposed to be even there. We will jump to that. A case of theft has been opened. One of the biggest and respected newspapers wrote about it 2 days ago. Sunday World. They wrote a story of theft. And the thief there is Annabelle. Guess what? She is still there. The case is opened. This is a person that breached the protection order on the 10th of July. She came into the press conference when she was not even supposed, in an EGM, when she was not supposed to be there. Eventually she did come at half time. She was supposed to be arrested on the day. She's never arrested. I don't know whether somebody is scared of her or what is going on at there. But this is what we're talking about. She is still there. So we are appealing to the members of the media to help us expose and making laws. And also we are appealing to the government. Because of Samro is not a standalone. Samro belongs to, among others, CIPC, which is GTI. They registered there. And they went there, they said, We need a license to collect money from SABC and all the users because of we've got Eugene, we've got Tepo, we've got Tebogo, we've got Messi as our members. The very same Samro is no longer taking instructions from us. That is, the license is not being taken away. It's quietness, and that is one. And we are saying to all the political parties, please take a cue on what Eugene has done. He's been very consistent. I don't know how long Eugene has been in the music industry, but I know in this fight of artists it's been at least 20 years. When I count some, when I count also some income. So the governance at Samro is exactly what has brought us here. Now we are saying we would like assistance. Now the CEO and the CFO are together in this because of, especially in the book. Why I'm talking about the book? Because of it was written as one of the grievances. And the person that received the money, the recipient, has already resigned. But we still have a CEO and a CFO. We are calling on the CFO and the CEO to recuse themselves from all Samro proceedings with immediate effect, so that we can be able to allow the case that is opened. It's case number 187/2025/10/2025 at Hillbrow Police Station. We cannot get a case being investigated if somebody is innocent. We've seen on television how much people are tampering with sins. And we've got a mafia sitting there, tampering with the sin, and nothing is happening. It cannot be as business as usual. So, when you look at that situation, it gives a picture that we are not doing anything. These men and women sitting here, they've done so much, we are doing so much. We want to strengthen the voice. Now, one of the most pertinent things that started this thing, fortunately it was started well again. The first story that was mentioned sometime in April, it was about the 60 million that was taken, the 60 million heist at summer. That was April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 6 months gone. Nobody still is arrested. The mafia is still operating. Now, the chairperson resigned, chairperson of Samro, and said he himself had no problem with the release of the report. He said himself, no, I don't think it's a wrong thing. Who sees this as a wrong thing is that mafia sitting there, Annabelle Liberty. If the chairperson of the board said, no, I see nothing wrong with releasing this thing, then who has the problem with it? To date, we are sitting here. That report, we still don't have, all of us. Unless if you're a journalist and you're an MP, you've got different sources. But I'm sitting there, I don't have that. And I don't blame the MP and the journalist for privileges that we told. We are the privileged, we don't have that. But the mafia that is hiding that report, guys, is still sitting there. At some stage, there was a rumor that, I don't talk black rumors, but yeah, it started with a rumor. Then they say there's no fire without a smoke. That's the journalist who said it. Then the report will be released anytime soon, especially after the invasion of the torpedo of the conference attempt at Milpa on the 10th of September. 10th of September, 10th October, we're going to 10th November now. Still, that report is not here. And there's nobody at Samro. Samro has got no board. Everybody is gone. We fired people on the 10th of July, others resigned. There's one person remaining there. When is she leaving? And is that person so powerful that she's the only man standing and nothing is happening? It's unbelievable. If the chairperson himself can say, guys, I don't see anything wrong with the report, but the report is still not. Now, I'm going to close in saying, Obabo MP said he was suspended at Samro. You know, the person that I'm talking about, Annabelle Liberty, she doesn't play. She shoots from the hip. Mpo stood up on the 10th of July, is no longer at Samro. I had a contract at Samro. I no longer have that contract because I stood up on the 4th of December saying, when are you arresting the people that were mentioned in that report? Fortunately, I knew the names. And then subsequent to that 27th of February, I was suspended. Now, this is the monkey trick that they play. On the 9th of July, prior to the conference, EGM on the 10th of July, on the eve of that EGM, I received an email, which I do have here, coming from Annabelle's lawyer, saying I'm prohibited from attending the proceedings the next day on the 10th of July. I've got it here. And that was sent to me so that I don't attend. It was a threat. Despite the fact I had a protection order against Annabelle. Guess what? The MP stood up with that prospectus, read the protection order, then I was allowed to come in. That's how I was allowed to be there, because of Eugene Mthetho stood up with the facts. Like I said, other people are privileged with the facts, and he read that the protection order allows me to go everywhere except on the third floor. Now, guess what happens today? 23 minutes past 9 today, I am receiving a letter from the lawyers saying I must appear in court on the 13th of November. I've got another case from Samro. What for is not stated. I'm talking today because of they knew there's a press conference. That's how Annabelle operates. If you go for her, you are eliminated. He doesn't play. She is so powerful. She is still there. I'm not talking yesterday. I'm going to share that with the media. 23 past 9, the email comes. We want you in court, and I'm going to go to court. I've been going to court. So we are saying to the members of the media, please, music is for everyone. It's not for us here. Everybody dances to music. The political parties dance to the music. You journalists, fortunately, I dance with some of the journalists, but they're not here. Every Sunday, they dance to the music. So music is for everyone. So if you don't fight, Eugene is an MP, he's a musician. Others are band CEOs, they're musicians. Because of you can compose and create music and still keep it. Others are journalists. They've got songs, even your sons. Everybody is involved in music. But why can't we fight for it? Why do we let this thing die? Why do we hear about politics, general news every day, but there's nothing in music? You know, MP, I'll direct this to you as well while I'm here. And this is not an attack, but a plea also to you. In SABC, that is covering us today, you've got general news editors. You've got sports section. You don't have music section. Even in the news right now, Power FM. It's going to go on now. What time? Power? Now. It's going to be news now. Power will go on. We'll talk about the politics and general news now. Power, in that slot, in 5 minutes, Power will talk about sport. SABC will do the same, but they will never talk about music. It's not in the order that says, we're going to talk general news. Eugene Mthetho, the member of parliament, appeared in Newtown today, we heard. Then they said, Orlando Pirates beat so and so, last week we heard. They will never talk about Eugene releasing a new song or what is happening in the entertainment industry. For me, that is fundamentally wrong. Especially in a big platform like SABC. We gotta have these three-legged things, like the three-legged foot, together. Let's try as the members of the media to include entertainment in your news, especially or general news. It's not a big ask. And I'm happy my lady nodding with me. It's not a big ask. If Eugene releases a song, no, he must go like a headless chicken everywhere. But if MK launches or EFF launches, I'm telling you, Malema takes us to Alexander, where we've never been before. The media will go there and attend to him. He can be even in the water, they'll be there. But if Eugene releases a song, it's not going to be there. It cannot be, guys. We're killing our own. Our own. That's why soccer is not dying. It's only music that is dying because of sport is allocated. If you have a DSTV channel, sport is allocated 12 channels. 24 channels. Music has got nothing in the sense. Now, not even one. So, we cannot go on like that, guys. Let's change this industry without wasting time. I can simple me is what I'm taking time. I hope I did say everything that I was supposed to say. I thank you members of the media for being here. I'm thanking the panel. Keep going on, MP. We appreciate your support and everybody, all the colleagues. We thank you.
life of an artist. Bacho Klabe spices at glorifying drugs as a stage fright cure. You can try this just when you're about to grab your chance of staging. Excitement, you can't think out this industry, or should I say this killer dream, cause you will swear that from the start it was designed to kill artists. Bangakulwela when days are bright, umuthembekile. As a human being on Instagram, too much pressure, unrealistic expectations. Whoever said that is the perfect izulahlekisile. Is with us, wethembekile. Singiza wethembekile. Remedies within us as ikhwemba sibhebhekile.